Hi, I'm Sean. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm chatting about Mars entering Scorpio on the 22nd of September, where it will be for about 45 days or so. Please scroll down for your sun, moon, and rising sign, but listen to my intro where I unpack this event. On the whole, this is a positive 45-day transit. We need to be careful for the first few days as Mars forms a square with Pluto around the 22nd of September, so things could be explosive and a little negative. But from then on we move to a very positive period with sextiles and even a trine with Jupiter on the 28th of October. So just get through the first few days of this transit and you will be fine. So let me break down this transit. First, let's chat about Mars. So Mars is the planet of drive, desire, courage, and raw willpower. It rules Aries and co-rules Scorpio, giving it a natural link to action and passion both in battle and in bed. Mars charges forward, seeks conquest, and thrives on challenge. Can you remember a sport day at school? That's very much Mars energy. Mars energy is, I want it now. It acts first, thinks later. So when Mars is involved in a tense aspect like an opposition, the instinct is to react, sometimes explosively. When I think of Mars, I think of key words like ambition, courage, sexuality, aggression, motivation, and physical energy. Because of my specific Mars placement, Mars transits for me often have conflict potential, so I'm always a little careful. This won't be true for most people. Now let's chat about Scorpio. And yes, I know I'm generalizing. Scorpio is a fixed water sign known for its depth, mystery, and power. It rules the 8th house. It also rules deep intimacy, sex, and shared resources like finances, taxes, and inheritances, and chunky money you don't earn. The 8th house is also mixed up with secrets, the occult, hidden knowledge, and the exploration of the unknown. Scorpio often gets a bad rap for being intense, secretive, or manipulative, but these traits stem from its deep emotional intelligence and protective instincts. Scorpio doesn't do surface level. It wants truth, transformation, and soul-level connection. Mars in Scorpio is powerful stuff. Focused, strategic, and yes, even relentless. Unlike the impulsive fire of Mars in Aries, Scorpio channels Mars through emotional depth and psychological insight. This transit favors long-term goals, emotional courage, and dramatic transformation. Expect a desire to act from a place of truth, not impulse. When Mars enters Scorpio, energy stops scattering and starts slicing. Think laser-like focus that cuts through distractions like a scalpel. This is the kind of vibe where someone might suddenly clear out emotional clutter, dive into a passion project, or confront a long-avoided truth with fierce determination. Emotional stamina is high. We're not just surviving, we're enduring, thriving, and transforming. Strategic action replaces impulsive moves. Decisions are calculated, deliberate, and often quietly powerful. It's also prime time for shadow work, the kind of inner healing that happens when you finally face the monster under the bed and realize it's just a part of you asking for love. Whether you're tackling trauma, setting boundaries, or reclaiming your energy, Mars in Scorpio gives you the fuel to go deep and come out stronger. When Mars dives into Scorpio, the temperature rises, emotionally, sexually, and spiritually. This is the kind of transit where sexual desire isn't just about chemistry, it's about soul-level connection. Think slow-burning eye contact that feels like a psychic download, or a kiss that unravels years of emotional armor. Tantric energy flows more freely, inviting us to explore pleasure as a path to transformation. Power dynamics in relationships become more pronounced, whether it's the thrill of surrender or the empowerment of taking control. Emotional intimacy deepens, and vulnerability becomes magnetic. Someone might find themselves drawn to a lover who challenges them to grow, or finally express a long-held desire that shifts the entire dynamic of a relationship. Mars in Scorpio doesn't play, it seduces, transforms, and awakens. So I've waffled enough. Let's go on and look at each sign. Hi Aries. Mars in Scorpio activates your 8th house of sex, shared resources, and change. Expect high energy and power struggles. This could have you feeling very emotional, maybe a strong desire for control. The 8th house is also a money house, so some of you may well receive some chunky money, but expect some conflict over your win. This transit could also bring some energy to your sex life if you have one. This could push you to explore deeper levels of physical and emotional intimacy. Hi Taurus. This Mars transit activates your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and power dynamics. This is really all to do with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or partnerships. It can be business partnerships too. You may try to focus on bringing positive changes to your relationships, but could also experience misunderstandings, ego clashes, and a strong desire to be in control. To navigate this time, open communication, patience, and a conscious effort to avoid dominating your partner or becoming overly proud are key to maintaining harmony. Hi, Gemini. This Mars transit hits your 6th house of work, health, routines. While you may have lots of energy and get lots done, be careful of burnout. You'll feel more determined and energetic in your professional life, making it a good time for executing expansion plans in business or achieving success in career-related goals. Your health could get a boost too. This is a very positive transit for you, Gemini. Enjoy the energy. Hi, Cancer. This Mars transit hits your 5th house of creativity, romance, and pleasure. Your energy is magnetic right now, and you could have some creative breakthroughs. This transit emphasizes love and romance, potentially bringing new romantic opportunities or deepening existing relationships. The intense energy can lead to passionate connections, but try to avoid possessiveness or dramatic arguments. Oh yes, one more thing. Now is a good time to get pregnant if you're trying. If you're not trying, be a little careful. Hi, Leo. This Mars transit is in your 4th house of home, family, and emotional roots. Expect intense emotional situations within the home, potentially leading to both deeper family connections and conflicts over property or personal boundaries. Tread lightly here. You may feel driven to resolve lingering issues, though this could bring emotional stress and the need to manage your reactions to avoid negative outcomes. It's a period to confront past emotional patterns and seek a more independent emotional foundation. There could be some money-making chances here, I think, like money out of property, renting a free room in your house, for example. Hi, Virgo. This transit hits your 3rd house of communication, learning, and siblings. You will likely have a stronger, more strategic and assertive way of expressing yourself, leading to successful discussions and the ability to influence others through your words. Short-distance travel can prove to be particularly rewarding during this transit. There's a risk of becoming too competitive or argumentative in your daily interactions, leading to tensions with siblings, colleagues, or neighbors. So be careful here. Hi, Libra. Mars is hitting your money house, the 2nd house, so there could be some financial empowerment here. Mars can bring money out of the blue in the 2nd house too. You may feel a strong, intense desire to increase your income and build wealth during this transit, and with a bit of luck, you could be very successful. You can also become very self-motivated, taking on challenging workloads and achieving significant progress in your career. Best of luck, Libra. Take advantage of this 45-day energy. Hi, Scorpio. Mars activates your 1st house of self and identity. This can bring increased energy, passion, and a strong drive to act, but if not channeled constructively, it can lead to impulsiveness, aggression, conflicts, and health issues, especially injuries. It's a powerful transit that can manifest as both immense strength and potential self-harm. Also, it's a fantastic time for starting new projects, making capital investments, or start a new gig. Hi, Sagittarius. This hits your 12th house of subconscious healing and solitude. You may gain deeper insight into your subconscious mind and motivations, helping you to bring unconscious processes to conscious awareness. Also, you may experience vivid dreams that can serve as a source of creativity and inspire productive action. I should also mention the 12th house is associated with hidden matters, so this transit can bring hidden enemies to light. Hi, Cap. This transit hits your 11th house of community, goals or dreams, and networking. Strategic alliances, intense group dynamics, and passionate activism are all key for this 45-day transit. You will feel a powerful surge of energy to your friendships, group activities, and long-term ambitions, making it a prime time for strategic planning, leadership, and substantial progress toward your dreams. However, it's crucial to channel this intense energy constructively by emphasizing cooperation and clear communication to avoid potential conflicts and power struggles within your social circles. Hi Aquarius, this hits your 10th house of career and public image. Typically, a Mars in Scorpio transit through the 10th house is a powerful period for career advancement, leadership, and ambition. While giving you lots of opportunities and boosting confidence, this placement can also bring intense competition, a desire for control in professional matters, and potential confrontations if energy isn't channeled constructively. It's a fortunate time to take bold actions, seek promotions, or start new ventures, with your efforts more likely to be noticed by those in power. So go for it, Aquarius. Hi Pisces, this hits your 9th house of philosophy, foreign culture and learning. You could feel a drive and focus towards higher education, foreign travel, spiritual beliefs and legal matters, potentially leading to bold decisions and success in ventures. There's a strong potential for overseas travel and establishing foreign collaborations, which could bring new opportunities and growth in your business or profession. One last thing, you may feel a strong desire to stand against injustice and work for what you believe is right during this 45-day period.